Hello everybody, Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we began work on upgrading our power generators, and to do so, we had to create a small amount of a new product here, sodium nitride. So got that all done, and then we were able to upgrade some of the power plant, and I went ahead after the episode and took care of the rest. So all of our heat exchangers here are now Mark IIs. All of our turbines are Mark IIs. I also went to the coal-fired power plant, upgraded all of the boilers to Mark IVs, upgraded all of the steam engines to Mark IV. So that is all done. And if we look at our power generation over here, power supply, we are pretty good. We have a lot of capacity now, so hopefully that will last us. We'll have to see. Now I ran another line of belts to begin bringing in zinc, so zinc is now starting to fill. As you can see, silicon has filled in, and iron sheet coils have filled in, and copper sheet coils are almost done filling. And then once they fill in, all of our copper will then be diverted to the wire coils, so then these should start filling a bit quicker. And it was mentioned in the comments that there was an issue with the steel production. And I actually did notice this when I was running some of the lines through here, that for some reason coke was not making it through this belt to get here, so that these blast furnaces were not running. I don't know why, because the limestone was getting through fine, but the coke was not, which is weird because they're on the same belt. So I just relayed the belt, and it's working now. So, no clue. So, that's fine. Now the big issue is that a lot of our ingots are being diverted to making Invar and cobalt steel. So once these fill up, then all of our ingots will then be diverted to making actual sheet coils for steel. So that production should come up once we're done with Invar and cobalt steel. Now, Invar and cobalt steel are only going to be used for a few specific things, so it's not something that we're going to be using very heavily. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hopefully, we won't run into steel shortage. We'll see. All right. So for today, what I'm probably just going to do is just let these guys fill for a little bit. And we have a couple of additional products we actually need to make that I did not notice before because they're in a completely different part of the crafting menu here. And that is, we need to make copper tungsten plate and tungsten carbide plate. And to accommodate that, I added 2 additional loading areas here. Oh, I need to put stops there. Okay. And therefore had to kind of extend the rail a little bit. So, took care of that. So, we are going to be making these things. Now, I mean, as I may have mentioned before, I was kind of messing around with trying to see what we would need for our science packs. I'm going to start looking into beginning to figure out what we need to make and what kind of production facilities we're going to need to begin making a new research facility. Because we need primarily these guys. These are the guys that we don't have. And the big thing here that we don't have... nitrogen gas. Are lithium-ion batteries and speed modules. So, yeah, that's kind of what's holding us up there. But, for now, you gotta see, the thing is that over here is where all these guys are listed. So we have copper tungsten plate, and we have tungsten carbide plate. See, now if I look at this, I think this is the one we actually want here. Because it makes 2 tungsten carbide plate every 7 seconds. As opposed to this, which makes 2 tungsten carbide plate every 14 seconds. Yes. That's the one I think we want right there. Now, this is the same thing as before, multi-purpose furnaces. Steel metal mixing furnace, electric metal mixing furnace, electric multi-purpose furnace. Electric metal mixing furnace? Now, would I want to use steel metal mixing furnace, electric metal mixing furnace, crafting speed 2, crafting speed 2. They don't have the multi-purpose furnaces. I might actually want to go with the steel metal mixing furnace because I believe that that just uses a fuel input as opposed to the electric, which runs off the electric grid, which I would rather not run something off the electric grid if I don't have to, assuming that the crafting speed is the same, which it does look to be the case. Steel metal mixing furnace. Alright. This actually needs copper plate? Well, that's slightly annoying. Not entirely impossible, though. Okay. Powdered tungsten, copper plate. Let's say I wanted to make 10 per second. I would need 18 of these. We would use 6 per second of that and 4 per second of that. Wow, really? And if I wanted to make that from coils, I would need a single assembler converting the coils to copper plate. Okay. That's a lot of metal mixing furnaces. So, what exactly will we be using that stuff for? Just out of curiosity. Furnaces, power armor, electrolyzer 4s, these guys. So, yeah, we're not going to be mass producing this at all. Electric furnace 3s. Electric furnace. Not the 3s. Yeah, I don't think we need anywhere near that much. But I think we'll do it anyway. Okay. So, we wanted, what, steel metal mixing furnaces? We're going to do 9 of them. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you need powdered tungsten, which is this stuff here. And some source of fuel, which we have right about here. Can we move this? Yeah, that works. Okay. So, where do we want to put these? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might have to move. 8, 9. I think I can make that work. I think so. I have an idea. You're going to have to move. Alright, so you guys will be making copper tungsten plate, right? And then we would be doing... Well, easiest way to do this, as I've done before, is... Alright, you're going to pick up there, and you're going to go there. All right, and you're going to pick up there, and you're going to go there. Right, and then we blueprint. There, 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 there. Okay. Oh, they need copper plates too. Again, not impossible. Because we have copper coils over here, this should be fairly easily accessible. There you are. Let's see. Alright, so I should just need one of these guys. Alright, loader in. Loader out. You are going to take coils and make plates. That might still have to move. This poor substation. Just can't seem to find a good spot for it. Alright. Wait, no. The other way. If I'm going to do it that way, I didn't necessarily need to use underground belt. I can save all that. Alright, so you pick up there and you drop there. Bingo. Alright, and then what we'll do is I'll split here. Split, split, split. Right, and then, excuse me, we will load that into a passive provider chest. We don't need to have that much, I don't think. No, there. And load. There we go. Okay, that works. Alright, next thing we need is... Alright, so we'll go ahead and clear you out. Put you back to what I had you before, which was going to be circuits, because one of the things we're going to be doing pretty soon is a electronics manufacturing. Actually, I'm going to hold off on that, because there's a couple few things we need to do first before we can do electronics. Alright, so, tungsten carbide. What are we going to be doing with tungsten carbide? It's used to make assembly machine 6s. Okay, so we will need quite a bit. But that's primarily stuff I'm going to be making by hand. I don't think we're going to be mass producing those. Again, large area mining drills, armored wagons, we probably really won't be making. Artillery turrets? Conceivably, we might be doing that in an armory of some sort, but again, we won't make a lot very quickly. Tank Mark IIIs. Hopefully I'll only ever have to actually make one of those. Heat shielding tile. That might be something. Construction robot tools. Again, we'll be making those, but not necessarily that fast. Electric furnace 3s. Multi-purpose electric furnace. Again, those are going to be kind of one-off productions that I will make by hand. This can be the only thing that we might make large quantities of. So I'm not exactly sure. So let's go ahead and just say we'll do the 5 per second, the same thing we just did. As long as the requirements are not ridiculous. Well, they're pretty much the same. 9 steel metal mixing furnaces. That's not ridiculous at all. Alright. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. That takes tungsten oxide and carbon. Tungsten oxide is right here, so that's easy enough to get my hands on. It's gonna need fuel. Again, that's not that hard to come by. I mean, it's easy enough to say we drop in maybe it isn't that easy. We'll just divert here. Yeah, simple enough. Alright, there's fuel, and now we just need carbon. And do we have any easy to access local sources of carbon? Where was the last place we used carbon? There. Right there. Okay, so there's the carbon line. Let's see. We might want to bring it through on... Well, actually, here would probably have been good. I'll have to back that up a little bit. Alright, so there we go. Alright, and same deal here. 1, 2, 3. Let's just do it. 1, 2. Because they're going to need, what, 3 inserters, right? Make sure that we kind of put those in our trash slots so we can go store them somewhere. Alright, so yes, we're going to do it the same way we did before. Right, with this. And each of these one space apart. Alright, and you're picking up from there, and you're picking up from there and delivering there, and you're picking up from there and dropping there. Alright, and you're making tungsten carbide. There you go. And this is going to be straightforward enough. And same deal. Split it. Load it. And passive provider chest. There we go. And somewhere along the line, you lost power. There you go. Okay. So that ought to do. Let's just take a look at our loading going on here. Yep. All the copper sheet coils are done there. We're filling wire coils. Still have a ways to go on steel. Still have a ways to go on Invar and cobalt steel. Nickel's coming along. Zinc's filling in. And then just got to run the rest. Alright, but I think we'll go ahead and end the episode here. And this project, getting all these belts put in, is going to be something I continue working on for a while. Kind of off screen for the most part. But we should be pretty much good to go for now. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.